In the quiet town of Ravenwood, nestled amidst dense forests and fog-laden moors, there hangs a painting that whispers tales of terror and tragedy. The painting, known simply as the Cursed Portrait, has a storied past that sends shivers down the spines of all who dared to gaze upon its haunting visage. The portrait depicted a young woman with eyes as dark as midnight and a smile that seemed to twist into a sinister grin when viewed from certain angles. Her porcelain skin was pale and flawless, yet there was an unmistakable air of malevolence that seemed to emanate from the canvas itself. Legend has it that the painting was cursed by a vengeful artist who had been betrayed by his muse. The very woman immortalized in the portrait, consumed by jealousy and rage, he poured his darkest emotions into his masterpiece, infusing it with a curse that would haunt all who possessed it. Over the years, the painting changed hands countless times, leaving a trail of misfortune and despair in its wake. Those who owned it were plagued by nightmares, their sanity slowly slipping away as they became ensnared in the grip of the curse. One fateful night, the painting found its way into the possession of Sarah, a young art enthusiast who had been drawn to its eerie allure. Ignoring the warnings of those who knew of its dark history, she proudly hung it in her home, unaware of the horrors that awaited her. At first, Sarah was captivated by the painting's beauty, spending hours lost in its hypnotic gaze. But as the days turned into weeks, she began to notice strange occurrences around her home. Objects moved of their own accord, whispers echoed through the halls, and shadows seemed to dance in the corners of her vision. Determined to uncover the truth behind the painting's curse, Sarah delved into its history, scouring ancient texts and dusty archives for clues. But the more she learned, the deeper she fell into the grip of madness, her mind tormented by visions of the woman in the portrait and the dark secrets she harbored. As the days passed, Sarah's grip on reality began to slip. Her once bright eyes clouded with fear and paranoia. Desperate to break free from the curse's hold, she turned to ancient rituals and forbidden magic, willing to risk everything to rid herself of the painting's malevolent influence. But the curse was relentless, its tendencies reaching out to claim Sarah's soul as its own. In a final, desperate act, she set fire to the painting, watching with a mixture of horror and relief as the cursed canvas was consumed by flames. As the last bucket flickered and died, Sarah felt a weight lift from her shoulders, the curse broken at last. But as she gazed upon the charred remains of the painting, she couldn't shake the feeling that its malevolent presence still lingered, waiting to understand its next unwitting victim. And so, the cursed painting of Ravenwood became nothing more than a whispered legend, a cautionary tale of the dangers that lurk within the shadows, waiting to claim those foolish enough to seek them out.